Let's be honest. Investing in your 30s feels like trying to defuse a bomb while blindfolded. You open Twitter and a 20-year-old crypto bro is telling you to put your life savings into Dogecoin. You turn on CNBC and some guy in a Patagonia vest is screaming that a recession is coming tomorrow. You just want to grow your money, beat inflation, and maybe, just maybe, retire before your back permanently gives out. Is that too much to ask? Today, we use AI to write emails and plan vacations. But can we trust a chatbot with our hard-earned 50 grand? Let's find out. Today, we are putting the three biggest AI titans head-to-head: Gemini, Claude, and ChatGPT. I gave them the exact same investor profile and asked them to build me the perfect portfolio. The results? One was surprisingly thoughtful. One got obsessed with real estate, and one tried to protect me from myself. Let's dive in. To make this a fair fight, we need a baseline. Meet our imaginary investor, Mark. Mark is 35 years old, an IT project manager living in Ohio. He makes 85 grand a year, is married, and has a 3-year-old toddler. He finally paid off his student loans, built an emergency fund, and now has exactly $50,000 sitting in cash. His goal? The ultimate lazy portfolio. He wants to invest it, forget about it for 30 years until retirement, and not lose sleep during market dips. Moderate risk. I gave the AI bots a strict prompt: act as a fiduciary, build an ETF portfolio, give me the exact tickers, and explain the logic. The AI bots are thinking. Let's see who gets the Wall Street bonus. And corner number one, Gemini from Google. Gemini started with the absolute basics, suggesting a classic, battle-tested three-fund portfolio. It gave 60% in VTI for total U.S. market exposure, 30% in VXUS for international stocks, and a 10% cushion in BND, which is the total U.S. bond market. The total expense ratio? A hilariously low 0.04%. But here is what actually blew my mind. Gemini read the prompt. It noticed Mark had a toddler and lived in Ohio, and as a fiduciary, it reminded him to look into Ohio's 529 college savings plan for tax deductions. Now that is personalized advice. Next up, Claude. If Gemini is your caring friend, Claude is that brilliant but incredibly annoying lawyer. Before giving me a single ticker, Claude gave me a massive disclosure reminding me that it is an AI, not a licensed advisor, and I shouldn't sue it. Thanks, Claude. But the portfolio? Solid. Claude built a 4 ETF core. It kept the base similar to Gemini, but made a sharp pivot: 50% VTI, 25% VXUS, 15% BND, and 10% in VNQ. VNQ is a real estate ETF. Why? Claude reasoned that since Mark is a family man and homeowner, he intuitively understands real estate, which historically beats inflation and builds generational wealth. Plus, Claude gave a brilliant tax strategy, warning Mark to keep those real estate dividends in tax-advantaged accounts to avoid a hefty tax bill. Smart bot. Finally, we have ChatGPT. ChatGPT took the phrase moderate risk very seriously. It acted like a cautious bodyguard, splitting the portfolio 70% in stocks and 30% in bonds, 50% VTI, 20% VXUS, 20% BND, and 10% in SCHP. Notice that last one? Mark mentioned he wanted to beat inflation. ChatGPT literally added 10% in Treasury Inflation-Protected Securities, or TIPS, to directly protect Mark's purchasing power. The bot straight up told me, the biggest risk to your success is not the market, it's behavior. That heavy 30% bond allocation is specifically designed so Mark, as a young dad, doesn't panic and sell everything at the bottom of a crash. So, who won? Honestly, all of them. They crushed it. None of them told me to buy crypto, none of them picked individual stocks. They all built incredibly cheap, diversified portfolios that will likely outperform most highly paid fund managers over a 30-year horizon. But look at how differently they understood Mark. Gemini cared about his kids' college. Claude focused on real estate and taxes. ChatGPT focused on inflation and human psychology. AI is a fantastic co-pilot. It's free, it doesn't take a 2% management fee, and it explains complex finance in plain English. But holding the line during a market crash? That's still on you. Investing is boring. And thank God for that. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button. It's the best investment you can make in this channel. Subscribe to make tech work for your wallet. See you next time.